everyone. It is live with Mercy and Rita and TGIF. That's what I have to say.
TGIF.
Rita, you want to start us off with some stats, and
Yes.
then we're going to let you guys know what to know in this market.
Yes. So you guys, Mercy and I have been in this real estate industry since 1990. For those who are newer in this business, we want to let you know this volume of business has never been had here on Maui. And so what Mercy and I are going to tell you are the things that we need you guys all to know. To give you an idea, the highest that we had seen it was February of 2020, and it was about 630 pendings. After COVID happened in April, it dropped to 324 pendings on Maui, all of Maui for all of resales. It is now at 880 pendings, and that does not include refinances. And so we're sharing this with you because, yes, we're asking on behalf of all title companies to give grace, but the things that will help us because of the volume. And that does not include, again, refinances. So you got to take heed of this. First off, escrow. We are the third party. So we take written instructions from the principals, buyer and seller, and the broker signs it. Remember, one party can't tell us what to do. They get to come to an agreement.
Next, prelims. As Rita mentioned, due to the amount of transactions, they are taking longer. So please do order your prelims, especially prior to taking that listing. That way, once it goes into escrow, we have it ready and we just need to update that. So again, they are taking longer due to the amount of business.
Closing dates. Okay, everyone, we're all trying to meet your closing dates. And if the buyer and the sellers want to move up the closing date, first and foremost, if there's a loan involved, you get to contact the lender to ask permission if it's even feasible. Then you get to call your escrow officer and ask them if it's feasible, because simply if your inspections are done and the lender is set to go, escrow still gets to process the remaining item that needs to happen in order to be able to the seller to convey it to the buyer. So please contact your escrow officer and ask and see if it's feasible to move up your closing date.
Final funds, you guys just do explain to your clients, the buyers especially, that the entire process of final funds, if there is wire needed, sometimes the bank, there's a minimum amount of wire. Find out what the time delivery is. It may not be same day wire, it could be the next day, it could be two, just depending on the bank. So just get that information.
Next, so that you know, the last week of the month for every single title company is the hardest because lenders and principals are needing to close by end of the month. Humongous, tremendous number of calls and emails. So keep that in mind when you're writing contracts. It may be in your best interest to put a closing date between the 10th and the 20th of every month versus the end of the month.
All right, so before 10:30, recordings happen at 8:01. However, due to the amount of recordings, please do give us some time and grace, and have that way the escrow officers can take the time to close out the file. So they will call you prior to 10:30, at least give us till 10:30.
Yep. Mobile notaries. So for signings, so that you guys don't, so you realize, here at Fidelity, everywhere there's so much fraud. And so we have mobile notaries with a certain standard. Mobile notaries right now, not only in Hawaii, but on the mainland, are incredibly busy. For example, 2 weekends ago, there was no mobile notary found that was able to accommodate signings on a Saturday. Please allow us some grace and time to schedule the mobile notary. And no, that's beyond our control at times because it all depends on their schedule.
Subject line, you guys, please do make sure that you put the escrow number on our end. It makes it quicker, easier to find that file versus the address, especially if it's a condo, because that takes a lot of time. So again, reminder, please do put the escrow number in the subject line.
At the start of your escrow, contact information. Please provide your escrow officer with complete contact information of your principals. So that we can provide that to our opening department, that all the open escrow information can be provided at once. And please do so again at the start of your escrow, which sets the tone.
Next, sheer volume. As Rita mentioned in the beginning, Maui has never experienced the sheer volume of business that we're experiencing in this marketplace right now. Interest rates are still low. We also have refinances. And again, like Rita mentioned, I think at the low, we were at 324 pendings. We're now at 880, which is more than double. So that means everyone, not only just title companies, lenders, surveyors, notaries, everyone is working more than double time.
Yeah. Last but not least, please know that your title company, your lender, your other agents, we're all wanting the same thing, which is to close the transaction for your clients. So we ask, first and foremost, that you just move in solution together so we can all work that deal and close it. And then please give your escrow officers and your salespeople some grace. We are doing our incredibly best to get back to you, to get you what you need. There are times, though, we wait on others. So Marissa and I, on behalf of all of us at Fidelity, we just ask that you give all title companies and escrow officers some grace during this time.
And again, you guys, thank you again for supporting all of us here at Fidelity. On behalf of all of us, like Rita mentioned, this is the time when we're all putting our time, our energy. I mean, it takes a village to make this work. So again, thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
TGIF.
TGIF.
Thanks for Fidelity.
Mahalo.
Bye.